So proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we once were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our coverage of Lady Wildcat softball here this afternoon here on Overton Events. Happy to have you with us here this evening as we drop everything here. We'll make sure everything's still working, locked in. There we go. Now, I think we're ready. Overton County's junior high playing host to Algood this afternoon here at the Livingston Academy Lady Wildcat softball field. As Overton County coached by Bubba Reams, he is assisted by Jared Rudd, and they come in 3-1 on the season as they will play Algood here this evening. Algood is coached by Olivia Culver. She's assisted by Kendall Maxwell. They come in 1-1 on the season. Defensively for Livingston, as we get ready for this one, the Lady Wildcats dressed in the black uniforms, the blue numbers, blue letters across the front of the jerseys as they warm up in the field. In the circle today will be number 1, Allie Reams, getting the start for the Lady Wildcats. Catching is Reese Collins. At first base is Zoe Dyer. At second base is Harley Walker. At shortstop is Jayla Rudd. At third base is Lillian Heron. In the outfield and left field is Annabelle Flowers. In center field is Chloe Dial. And in right field is Allie Beeson for the Lady Wildcats. Now batting today for Algood, they'll lead off with their shortstop. Number 7, Callie Webb will bat first. She'll be followed by Felicity Little. She is the catcher for Algood. Batting in the third spot will be Chloe Tennant, the pitcher. Batting fourth will be Rowan Abril. She is the first baseman. Batting ninth will be Lila Rooney. She plays second base. Batting sixth will be Kaylee McCord. She is the left fielder. Batting seventh will be Ansley Cannon, as we're ready to get this one underway with the left-handed batting Callie Webb stepping in to face Allie Reams for the first pitch of the game. It's going to be right down the middle for called strike 1 to Webb. Batting eighth is going to be number 5, Haley McCord. She is the designated player, hitting for Mallory Maynard, the center fielder. And batting ninth, as that one just misses away for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1. Batting ninth is Kennedy Maxwell. She plays third base for Algood, as Webb will step back in there. The count evening up at 1-1. It's right down the middle for called strike 2. As Reams a good year with the strikeout. Count goes 1-2 now to Webb. She's going to crowd the plate a little bit more in that left-handed batter's box. Reams gets the pitch side. Webb steps out. Now back in the batter's box. The 1-2 delivery. That one just misses away for ball 2. Collins held it a long time there, wanting to get the call, but the home plate ump says it's just a little bit outside, and the count evens up at 2-2. 2-2 delivery from Reams. That one misses low and away for ball 3. So Webb has worked a full count here to Allie Reams as the first batter of the day for Algood. Not a bad day today. The 3-2 delivery. That one at the knees, called strike 3. A Frontier Chevrolet strikeout to the first batter for Algood. And 1 up, 1 down for the Lady Redskins is now Felicity Little will step into bat for Algood, as she'll hit for the first time today. Little, the catcher, steps in. First pitch will be low for ball 1. So 1-0 to Felicity Little as we get this game underway. Upper 40s first pitch time as they're starting a little bit early this afternoon. Scheduled for 5:30. Got about a 5, 6, 7-minute head start on that. That one's going to be called strike 1 as she tried to set up for the little slap bunt. Did little, but takes it at the knees for strike 1 to even the count at 1-1. Reams, the 1-1 delivery. That one misses away for ball 2. So 2-1 now to Little. And she'll step back in for Algood. Two very close rivals, about 15 miles apart, these two. Two one. That one misses for ball 3. And she thought about that little slap bunt, trying to slap it down the third base line, where Heron is playing third base, Rudd playing second base. 3-1 count to Little. 3-1 delivery. That one's away for ball 4, so a 1-out walk given up by Reams to put a runner on first base with nobody out. And Chloe Tennant, the batter for Algood. She's the pitcher for the Lady Redskins, and she'll step in to face Reams for the first time. First right-handed batter that Reams will face. The first two hitting the left-handed batter's box this afternoon. First pitch. That's going to be high for ball 1. So 1-0 to Tennant. Start to say about 47, 48 degrees we get this one started. It's supposed to drop throughout the game, but it shouldn't be too bad by the time this one winds up. That one's right at the knees for called strike 1 on the fastball from Reams. Count evens up at 1-1 now to Tennant. Runner at first base is Little. Let's see if they've got a courtesy runner out there for her. No, it's still Little running the catcher. That one bounces in. Catcher's going to try to go. No throw from Collins. It's going to be a stolen base on that one that bounced in there. So the stolen base for Little. The pitch was a ball. And a runner in scoring position now for the first time for Algood as they'll have a runner out at second base. Home plate umpire going to come in and clean off the pitching rubber there for Reams as they get that taken care of. Count 2-1 to Tennant. Algood making her throw strikes today. The first batter worked a full count, then a 3-1 count to Little. Now it's 2-1 to Tennant. The 2-1 pitch from Reams, swing and a miss for strike 2 to even the count at 2-2 now to the Algood pitcher. Reams stepping back in for the Lady Wildcats. 2-2 delivery. That one low for ball 3. Collins going to look back the runner at second. The count goes full now to Tennant. First base open with one away here in the top of the first. Happy to have you with us here on Overton Events for our coverage of Overton County Junior Lady Wildcats softball this afternoon. The 3-2 delivery, swing and a miss for strike 3. A Frontier Chevrolet strikeout. The second strikeout of the game for Reams. So she's retired 2 by way of the strikeout. And now Rowan April will hit for Algood as she'll step into that left-handed batter's box. Everybody hitting left-handed today for Algood. As the cleanup hitter toes up near that chalk right there close to home plate. First pitch on the outside part of the plate for called strike 1. So 0-1 to April. Reams mounding up some dirt there in front of the pitching rubber there in the circle. Little, the runner at second base, 2 away now here in the top of the first. Swing and a miss on a big cut. That one up around the eyes. You see that softball just keeps it looks like it's getting bigger as it gets closer, and very hard to lay off that one, even though it was up around the headgear. And the count goes 0-2 to April. April stepping back in for Algood. The 0-2 delivery just misses away for ball 1. Home plate umpire shaking his head at that one. Saying it's just outside to take the count to 1-2. 2 away, though, here in the top of the first. The 1-2 delivery, that one misses away for ball 2. Evens the count at 2-2. These Algood batters very patient here in the early going. Reams is ready. 2-2 delivery, swing and a miss for strike 3. A Frontier Chevrolet strikeout, the third strikeout of this first inning for Allie Reams, and we're through half an inning with Algood gain a walk. They strand a runner at second base after a stolen base. Reams strikes out the side. We're through half an inning with no score here. Overton County coming up to bat for the first time, and in the batting order for the Lady Wildcats, they'll lead off with number 8, Jayla Rudd. She's the shortstop, followed by the catcher, number 5, Reese Collins. Then the pitcher, number 3, Allie Reams. Hitting fourth will be number 25, Zoe Dyer. She's the first baseman. Batting fifth, number 24, Chloe Dial. She's the center fielder. Hitting sixth will be number 8, Lillian Heron. She's at third base. Batting seventh, number 21, Annabelle Flowers. She is the left fielder. Batting eighth will be number 12, Harley Walker. She plays second base. And batting ninth, number 14, Allie Beeson. The batting order for the Lady Wildcats. Defensively, for the Lady Redskins, pitching today, Chloe Tennant. For Algood, will get the start in the circle. The catcher is going to be number 19, Felicity Little. Around the infield, at first base is number 27, Rowan Abril. At second base, number 9, Lila Rooney. At shortstop, number 7, Callie Webb. And at third base is number 8, Kennedy Maxwell. In the outfield and left field is number 22, Kaylee McCord. In center field is number 4, Mallory Maynard. And in right field is number 20, Ansley Cannon, the starting defense for Algood. They've only got a couple of subs, does Algood, so they don't have a very, very deep bench at all, so not a lot of players for the Lady Redskins making the trip today, as Overton County doesn't have a deep bench either, as they get ready to move now to the bottom of the first, as Tennant continues with her warm-ups here. Took a little extra time with Felicity Little running the bases. She had to get in and get the equipment on as Coach Olivia Culver out having to help her pitcher warm up. And now Jayla Rudd will bat for Overton County to lead off this game for the Lady Wildcats. Rudd stepping in. First pitch of the bottom half of the first from Little. Rudd squares to bunt, bunts it down the third base line, but bunts it in foul ground, and the count goes 0-1. 0-1 to Jayla Rudd as she steps back in after the run down to first base. That one bounces in for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1 now to Rudd. Tennant, right-handed pitcher for Algood. First pitch, that changeup stays high for ball 2. So 2-1 now to Rudd. Leading off this game for the Lady Wildcats here in the bottom of the first. Two-one pitch. This one lined right back to the pitcher. Will bounce and hit her on the shin. Then the throw over to first base going to be in time as Tennant able to knock it down. Then throw over to April at first base for the first out of the bottom of the first. And now Reese Collins will hit for Overton County as the Lady Wildcat catcher will step in to hit. Coach Bubba Reams coming down to ask the home plate umpire something. He's going to call the field umpire in to ask a question. And apparently they're going to stick with the out call, as it will be one away here in the bottom of the first, with Collins stepping in to hit for the first time today. Reese, the catcher for Overton County. No sleeves today for Collins. First pitch will be on the inside part of the plate for call strike one. 0-1 to Reese. She'll step back in for the Lady Wildcats, facing Tennant for the first time. The pitch well inside. Reese having to get out of the way to avoid being hit by that one. The count evens up at 1-1 now to Collins. She ducks away there in the right-handed batter's box. She'll step back in for the Lady Wildcats, twirls the bat in the left hand. 1-1 pitch, squares to bunt, offers at it, but can't make contact, and that will be strike two to take the count 1-2 now to Collins. One away here in the bottom of the first. Algood scoreless in the top of the first. Overton County trying to get on the board for the first time today. This one's going to be grounded to the right side. Second baseman up with it. Throw to first is going to be in time. Is a good play over there at second base by Lila Rooney. There to pick that one up and make the flip to April. She was shaded toward the right field line, and it'll go 4-3 for out number two. A couple of ground balls here by Tennant. A couple of ground outs as the first one right back to the pitcher, then a ground out back to the second baseman, and now it'll be Allie Reams to hit for Overton County, as she'll step in with nobody on and two away here in the bottom of the first. First pitch to Reams. That one slips out of the hands of Tennant and misses way outside for ball one. The count 1-0 to Allie Reams. And she'll step back in for the Lady Wildcats. The 1-0 pitch. This one going to be fouled off the end of the bat to even the count at 1-1 now. The number 3 hitter for Overton County. Zoe Dyer on deck for the Lady Wildcats. The 1-1 pitch. This one going to be hit to first base. April picks it up unassisted, steps on first base, and Overton County goes in order here in the bottom of the first inning as they ground out 3 ground balls here in this bottom of the first inning. And Overton County goes in order. We're through 1 complete, no score here at Livingston Academy. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Frontier Chevrolet, W&O Construction, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Hall Funeral Home, Bullseye Security, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Milton Rains and Family, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, Full Mower Service, Dobbin Savage, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, and Cooper Recycling, our sponsors for these events here on Overton Events. Happy to have them sponsoring with us, and we hope you go out and support our sponsors there who make it possible for us to be able to bring these games to you live here on Overton Events. We've also added some live cameras around the Overton County area. We've got a camera there. I guess it's technically in Clay County. The Willow Grove camera is, but it's in the area. And the camera on the square there, you can see those live 24 hours a day if you want to tune in. First pitch of the second inning to Rooney is going to be called strike one to the second baseman. So that's just another thing we're adding as we go along. I think Tyler said we're going to add a couple of more tomorrow to those live streams as it will just rotate through. That one called strike two, right at the numbers to even the or take the count 0-2 now to Rooney. Rooney, the second baseman, be followed by Kaylee McCord and Ansley Cannon. Due up here in the second, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. That one misses away for ball one. He's not got a very big strike zone. You're not going to get much help from the home plate umpire. I haven't seen these two umps yet. You have to kind of learn their strike zone. That's something Reams and Tennant will each have to do. But it's pretty compact, it seems like. And that's painted right down the middle that time. No doubt about that one for the Frontier Chevrolet strikeout of Lila Rooney. First out of the second inning, strikeout number 4 of the game for Allie Reams. As the field umpire going to come in and say something to Coach Bubba Reams. I'm not sure what this discussion is about. They've had a couple of them already. I think it's about the pitching rubber. He came in and cleaned it off when Allie was pitching in the bottom of the first inning. Now he's looking at it again. They may be saying that she has to leave it more uncovered than she is. He cleaned it off, and that is what they're talking about. So she'll clean a little bit away again. Now, a little housekeeping there in the circle, and now Kaylee McCord, the left fielder, to hit for Algood. First pitch to McCord. That one misses away for ball one. So 1-0. The right-handed hitting McCord from the right-handed throwing Allie Reams. 1-0 pitch from Reams. That one misses low and inside for ball two. So 2-0 now to McCord. She'll step back in there for Algood. I'm still not sure what that discussion was about over there in the pitching circle. The 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss on one right down the middle to take the count 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to Kaylee McCord. She'll step back in there for Algood. Reams now. The 2-1 delivery. Oh, that one just missed inside for ball 3. Looked good from up here, but the count goes 3-1. Like I said, it's a pretty compact strike zone for the home plate umpire. 3-1 to McCord. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2 is that call that she didn't get. Kind of fired Reams up that time. A little extra smoke on that one as she drove it by the hitter. Now a little extra emphasis. She kicks the dirt off the pitching rubber. 3-2 pitch from Reams. Got her looking. Oh, Allie Reams just settling down and throwing hard. Able to get that one by her for a Frontier Chevrolet strikeout. 2 up, 2 down, 2 strikeouts in the inning for Reams. 5 strikeouts in the game for Allie. And now Ansley Cannon will step in to hit for Algood. She's the right fielder, number 7 hitter. First pitch to Cannon, swing and a miss for strike 1. Well behind that one. I told you, Reams just rearing back and throwing some smoke right now. I think that outfield umpire kind of fired her up. Then the home plate umpire not giving her that call kind of fired her up a little bit more. Now the count 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So 0-2 to Cannon. Reams stepping back in. The 0-2 delivery, that one misses away for ball 1. Kind of slipped out of her hand that time. The count goes 1-2 to McCord. She's the designated player hitting for Mallory Maynard. Is McCord. The 1-2 pitch from Reams. Change up, got her looking. Couple of fastballs, got her frozen with the changeup that time. A Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number 3 here in the top of the second inning. We're through 1.5. No score here at Livingston Academy. We move now to the bottom of the second inning as due up for Overton County, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Number 25, Zoe Dyer, the first baseman, to be followed by number 24, Chloe Dial, the center fielder, and number 8, Lillian Heron, the third baseman, due up in this inning with the Lady Wildcats. Pretty good pitchers duel going here in this one with Allie Reams striking out 6 of the 7 she has faced here tonight. And now Dyer will hit for the first time. Tennant hasn't given up a hit either. She's retired all 3 that she has faced. And now Dyer will lead off this second inning. As we move now to the bottom of the second. Again, Dyer, Dial, and Heron due up for the Lady Wildcats. As Zoe, the first baseman, steps in. Home plate umpire tells Tennant we're ready to go. First pitch misses inside for ball 1 to Dyer. 1-0 to Zoe Dyer. Tennant. The 1-0 pitch. That one catches the outside part of the plate for call strike 1. A little bit of a curveball that time from Tennant, breaking away from Dyer. As Zoe will step back in. The 1-1 pitch from Tennant. This one's going to be a little slow roller back to Tennant. She'll step to her left, throw to first in time for out number 1. 4 straight ground outs by Overton County, all on the right side of the infield. 2 now to Tennant. She started the game with a ground out from Rudd right back to her. Starts this second inning with a ground out back to her. There's also been a ground out to second base, ground out to first base, as Chloe Dial will step in for Overton County now. First pitch to Dial. That one's going to be low for ball 1. So 1-0 to Chloe Dial. As she hits for the first time here this afternoon. The time changed. The sun's still very high in the sky off to right field. The 0-1 pitch. That one misses low and inside for ball 2. Takes the count 2-0 now to the Overton County center fielder. As Tennant, she's not dirtying up the pitching rubber any as she walks around it to get back behind there to set up the pitch. That's one of them was a call strike. That's call strike 2. So it's 1-2 is the count. I didn't see him signal that one a strike, but the board has it 1-2. And he does correct that. So it's 1-2 to Chloe Dial. Little getting the pitch sign from Coach Culver over in the first base dugout. The 1-2 pitch slipped out of the hands of Tennant and misses for ball 2. So 2-2 now to Dial. She'll step back in for the Lady Wildcats. Two-two delivery. That one misses high and away for ball 3. So the longest at bat so far for Overton County is Chloe Dial, working this to a full count now to Chloe Tennant, making her work here in this second inning. 1 away here in the bottom of the second. No score between Algood and Overton County. Swing and a miss for strike 3 as she got her on the strikeout for out number 2. Now Heron will bat for Overton County. The number 6 batter, as Heron will step in to hit for the first time. He'll step out, look down to Coach Reams down there in the third base coaching box. Timeout call. She's back in the batter's box now. Facing Tennant for the first time. First pitch. This one hit into right field. Will that stay fair? It will not. Looking down the right field line and well over the fence and foul ground. The count 0-1 now to Heron. Throw back to Tennant. Not a good one, as Rooney will have to come in from second base to throw it back in to her. Count goes 0-1 on that long foul ball to Heron. Heron stepping back in for the Lady Wildcats. The 0-1 pitch. That one misses away for ball one to even the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Livingston third baseman. Number 6 hitter. Tennant. The 1-1 pitch. That one misses away for ball two. Once these batters see this umpire a little bit more, I think they're going to be a little less aggressive because they know how small, or they'll learn how small the strike zone is. We count 2-1 now to Heron. 2-1 delivery. That's going to be called strike two at the belt. Evens the count at 2-2. Now to Heron. Tennant. It's the pitch sign. Nobody on, 2 out. Here in the bottom of the second, 2-2 delivery, swing and a miss for strike three. So back-to-back strikeouts by Tennant to end the second inning. We're through 2 complete. It is Overton County 0 and Algood 0. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors making tonight's broadcast possible. Frontier Chevrolet, First Church, EB Gray Jewelry, R&M Family Pharmacy, Overton County News, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Livingston Family Healthcare, Willow Grove Marina, Wascon Incorporated, Wayne's Grill, Oakley Equipment Rental, Lucky Red Stables, Livingston Regional Hospital, Cooper Recycling, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, Full Mower Service, Dobbin Savage, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, Milton Rains and Family, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Highway Tire, Jerry's IGA, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Livingston Dairy Queen, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Bullseye Security, Hall Funeral Home, Maynard's Automotive, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, and W&O Construction Company. You up for Algood here as we move to the top of the third. The 8, 9, and 1 batters due up as we'll see Haley McCord for the first time, to be followed by Kennedy Maxwell, and then Callie Webb back to the top of the order for Algood, as they have had one base runner. The only base runner of the day has been Felicity Little, who walked in the first inning. Other than that, both these pitchers have retired everyone. So McCord, the designated player, to hit for the first time here for Algood. I'll tell you, coming up on Thursday, we've got Lady Wildcat High School softball for you here on Overton Events. Big district matchup there, Livingston Academy and DeKalb County on Thursday afternoon from right here at Livingston Academy, as a couple of old rivals meeting on the softball diamond. When those two get together, we'll be on there at around 5 o'clock for the start of that one, Livingston Academy and DeKalb County. Then on Friday, weather permitting, like it was last week, they got rained out last Friday to baseball, but we plan on doing a high school baseball game on Friday as the Wildcats play host to Gordonsville Friday afternoon at 5. So a couple of more games coming up on Overton Events this week. Join us for the school board meeting tomorrow night here on Overton Events. That begins at 6 tomorrow evening, as Reams ready to face McCord for the first time. First pitch, going to miss away for ball one. So 1-0 to Haley McCord as she steps into that left-handed batter's box. I think that's 4 of the first 8 that have hit left-handed for Algood. The 1-0 pitch from Reams. That's right down the middle for called strike one. Evens the count at 1-1. Now to the designated player. She hits for Mallory Maynard, who plays center field for Algood. Top of the third here this evening. No score between Overton County and Algood as Reams steps back on the pitching rubber. That one misses away for ball two. So 2-1 now to McCord. She'll step back in there for Algood. The 2-1 delivery from Reams. That one just misses for ball three. So 3-1 now to the designated player. The 3-1 pitch from Reams. That's going to be called ball four Second walk of the day given up by Reams. We'll put a runner on first base to lead off the third. And now Kennedy Maxwell, the 9-hitter, will hit for the first time today. She wears number 8, plays third base for Algood. Reams gets the pitch sign from the third base dugout. Squares to bunt, does Maxwell. Bunts that one foul for strike one. She bunts it off of home plate. The count goes 0-1 to Kennedy Maxwell. Reams takes the walk all the way back to the back part of the pitching circle. Rolls the softball on her hip. Now checks the wristband on her left wrist. The 0-1 delivery. This one bunted up in the air for strike two. She bunts it into foul ground. Take the count to 0-2 now here in the top of the third. No score here this afternoon on a cool day. Supposed to warm up by the time we get to Thursday. Supposed to be in the mid-70s for that high school game. Be a lot different than this mid-40s start for junior high today. The 0-2 pitch. That one catches the outside part of the plate. Call strike three for the Frontier Chevrolet strikeout. Out number one here in the top of the third. And now Callie Webb will hit for Algood. Webb, she was a strikeout victim to lead off the game back in the first inning. Steps up to face Reams for the second time today. Runner at first base, one away here in the top of the third. That one gets away from Collins. The runner will move down to second base. And it will be a ball to Webb. And McCord will move down to second base. Put a runner in scoring position now for the leadoff hitter, Callie Webb. In the number one spot. Count 1-0 to Webb. Reams, 1-0 delivery. Just misses away for ball two. So 2-0 to Callie Webb. Reams, 2-0 delivery. On the inside part of the plate for call, strike one. Reams, and that one right across the plate at the numbers there. Take the count 2-1 now to Webb, hitting left-handed. Reams going inside to get the strike. Swing and a miss on that high fastball from Reams to even the count at 2-2 now to Webb. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Callie Webb as she'll step back in there for the Lady Redskins. They're dressed in the all black today, the white numbers, the red trim on the softball uniforms in the first base dugout. 2-2 pitch from Reams. Just misses low for ball three. Count goes full now to Webb to take it to 3-2. First base open, but Reams would love to get another strikeout right here. 3-2 pitch. Got her looking. Called strike three as the home plate umpire punches her out for the Frontier Chevrolet strikeout. 2 away now for Algood with Felicity Little, the batter now for the Lady Redskins. She is one of the 2 base runners on the day. She walked back in the first inning, was stranded down at second base. First pitch will be low and away for ball one. She shows that little slap bunt. She did that in the first at-bat, never did really attempt at one. The count goes 1-0 to Little, the Algood catcher. The 1-0 delivery. That one misses away for ball two. So 2-0 to Little. Chloe Tennant on deck, the pitcher for Algood. Little stepping back in there for Algood. Rudd playing well inside the base paths over at short. That one just misses high for ball three. So 3-0 to Little. Steps back in now. 3-0 delivery. I'll call that high for ball four. So a 2-out walk by Reams will put runners at first and second now for Tennant. Infield playing in. You've got to force at any base here with runners at first and second. As Coach Bubba Reams going out and talk to Allie Reams, his pitcher there, as they have runners at first and second. 2 away here in the top of the third. No score between Algood and Overton County. 8 strikeouts on the day for Allie Reams. Would love to get number 9 right here from Tennant, as she struck out in her only other at-bat back in the first inning. She'll step in for Algood once again. Runners at first and second with 2 away. First pitch. That's low for ball 1. Good job by Collins keeping that one in front of her and holding the runners at first and second. Went low to block that one. 1-2 pitch. That one bounces in for ball 2. So 2-0 to Tennant, as she worked a full count the last time before striking out. 2-0 pitch from Reams. Fouls that one back at the plate. Take the count to 2-1. Fouled it into the fence directly behind her. So the count 2-1 now to the Algood pitcher. Reams, 2-1 delivery, swing and a miss. Gets away from Collins. The runner will try to move down to third, and she's in there safely. It'll be strike 2 to even the count at 2-2. That'll put Maxwell down at third base. Holding at first was Little. So runners at the corners with 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the third, Reams trying to work herself out of a little jam here in the top of the third. First time anybody's had a runner at third base in this game. 2-2 pitch from Reams. That one foul back to stay alive. Little will sprint down to second base as the runners were going on contact. Should have to take the walk back to first base now. Count stays 2-2 to Tennant. Reams, 2-2 delivery. Changeup popped up in the air in the infield. Reams calling for it. Will make the catch for out number 3. So popped up to the pitcher. Had to move to her right just a little bit, but Allie fielding the position well on that one. Will catch the pop up for out number 3, and we're through 2.5. No score here in Livingston. Check, 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 check. We moved out to the top of the fourth inning with Rowan April leading off as she'll step into bat. First pitch to April, strike one. As now Lila Rooney on deck. Kaylee McCord swinging a miss there for strike two to April as the count goes 0-2 to the Algood first baseman. Her only other at bat, she struck out to end the first inning. April stepping back in there. The 0-2 pitch catches the outside part of the plate for call strike three for a Frontier Chevrolet strikeout to lead off this fourth inning, as that is strikeout number 9 on the day for Allie Reams. And this will bring Lila Rooney to the plate now for Algood as she'll step in to hit for the second time. First pitch to Rooney. That one's going to miss low for ball one. 1-0 to the Algood second baseman. Her other at bat, she struck out to lead off the second inning. So Rooney will step back in there for the Lady Redskins. The 1-0 pitch. That one low for ball two. Count 2-0 to Rooney. First game of the season, Reams struck out 13 against Salina. 2-0 pitch from Allie. Right down the middle for called strike one. Count goes 2-1 now to Rooney. Chance at double-digit strikeouts again today as she's already got 9 here in the top of the fourth. Through 3 1/3, 9 strikeouts. So 9 of the 10 outs have been by way of strikeout. The other was a pop-up in the infield to Reams. That one low for ball three to take the count 3-1. Kaylee McCord on deck. The 3-1 pitch coming up from Reams. 3-1 delivery. That one misses high for ball four. So a one-out walk given up by Reams. Third walk of the day surrendered by the 7th grade pitcher as she'll face McCord now for the second time. McCord struck out her other at-bat back in the second inning. Squares to bunt. Bunts that one foul down the third base line. And the count goes 0-1 to Kaylee McCord. And Overton County is going to make a change defensively as they're going to bring number 23, Bella Robertson, in to play third base now for Overton County as she'll come in replacing Lillian Heron. Now, timeout going to be called to make that defensive change as Robertson, the new third baseman, after McCord showed that bunt attempt down the third base line. Runner at first base is Rowan April. Rudd scooting a little closer to second base on this left side of the infield. Swing and a miss on a big cut. That time by McCord to take the count 0-2. So 0-2 to Kaylee McCord, the left fielder for Algood. She got a big fly out to end the third inning, the bottom of the third. Chance to come up here at the plate. So many times you see that. The 0-2 pitch from Reams. Caught her looking. Strikeout number 2 in the inning, number 10 in the game on that Frontier Chevrolet strikeout. As 2 away now here in the top of the fourth, and Ansley Cannon will be the batter now for Algood. And she'll step into that left-handed batter's box. First pitch to Cannon. Fouled into the glove of Collins to take the count 0-1. Cannon's only other at-bat back in the second inning. She struck out to end the second inning. Reams would love to have her in this inning as well. Reams, the 0-1 delivery. That's right down the middle of the knees for strike 2. Good pitch right there. Just had her frozen to take the count 0-2. Reams trying to strike out the side for the third time today. 0-2 pitch from Reams. That one misses away for ball 1. Tried to get her to chase one, and Cannon almost did, but able to check the swing, and the count goes 1-2. Cannon stepping back in there for Algood. Red shoelaces. You don't see that too often. Ansley Cannon wearing those. 1-2 delivery. That one low for ball 2 to even the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the right fielder for Algood. Reams has the pitch call. 2-2 delivery. That's right down the middle for call strike 3. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number 11 by Allie Reams. She strikes out the side. Algood strands a runner. We're through 3.5. It is Overton County 1, Algood 0. Algood has made a change defensively, it looks like, or do they stay? I guess they have stayed with the right fielder. They'd put a different one out there to warm up, but it looks like that Ansley Cannon will stay in right field for Algood. We'll make sure of that as the inning goes along. You up for Overton County here in the bottom of the 4th. Allie Reams to be followed by Zoe Dyer and Chloe Dial. Due up for the Lady Wildcats as Reams will step in to lead off here in this 4th inning. First pitch to Reams. That one misses away for ball 1. So 1-0 to Allie Reams, leading off here in the 4th. Overton County with a run in the bottom of the 3rd to take a 1-0 lead. Algood down to their last 3 outs. Overton County would love to add some insurance here in the bottom of the 4th. That one misses away for ball 2. So 2-0 to Allie Reams. Reams, the pitcher for Overton County. 2-0 pitch from Tennant. Going to catch the outside part of the plate at the knees for call strike 1. So 2-1 to Allie Reams. Chloe Tennant has went the entire way for Algood. Reams has went the entire way for Overton County. Two-one pitch. That one well outside for ball 3. Algood has had on the day 4 base runners. The furthest any of them has gotten has been third base when Kennedy Maxwell reached third in the 3rd inning. Overton County has had 2 base runners, but they've brought one of those in to score back in the 3rd inning. Ground ball up the middle. That's through for a base hit as Reams will get her first hit of the day, going right back up the box. for the single to the right side of second base for a leadoff single for Overton County. And now Zoe Dyer will bat for the Lady Wildcats, as she'll step in to hit for the second time today. She grounded out to the pitcher. A courtesy runner coming in here for the pitcher Reams is Bella Whiteside will come in to run for Overton County. Whiteside running for the pitcher. Dyer stepping in to hit with the runner at first base and nobody out. The home plate umpire's not ready as he's getting everything taken care of with the courtesy runner over at first base. Now he says he's ready. Dyer grounded back to the pitcher and her only other at bat. Zoe will step in. Little gain the pitch sign from the first base dugout. Dyer squares to bunt. Takes that one low for a ball. Whiteside going to move down to second base. As Bella Whiteside, the runner for Reams, will steal the base on no throw from Little. Pitch was a ball. Take the count 1-0 to Dyer. Runner in scoring position now for Overton County as they quickly move Whiteside down to second base. Dyer squares to bunt again. She'll take that one low for ball two. Big lead out at second base by Whiteside, but Little will run her back to second. The count 2-0 now to Dyer. Dyer stepping back in. Tennant trying to hold this to a one-run game. That one misses inside for ball three, so she falls way behind. Now to Zoe Dyer. We're about an hour and 10 minutes old in this game as Overton County trying to add to a 1-0 lead here at Livingston Academy. Sun beginning to set over in right field. I mean, it'll get really cooler as this game goes along. The 4-pitch walk given up to Zoe Dyer. Puts runners at first and second now for Overton County. Second walk given up by Tennant. The other walk came around to score a run for the Lady Wildcats. Now Chloe Dial will bat here in the bottom of the fourth. She'll hit for the second time today. Dial stepping in, trying to add to that 1-0 lead. Dial squares to bunt. That one misses outside. Whiteside will try to move down to third. She'll do so. Dyer will move down to second base. The pitch was a ball, so runners at second and third now for Chloe Dial with nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. As time called by Coach Reams, they're checking something with the umpires. And maybe, no, it's Coach Culver coming down to talk to her pitcher to make sure they're all on the same page defensively here with runners at second and third. They may be going to change some things around as they'll bring the shortstop in, Callie Webb. Let's see. She's going to talk to her defense, and Webb may be going to be a new pitcher here. As let's see what kind of changes they're making here. Is Maxwell going to move to third base? I think she's going to bring Webb in to play catcher now for Algood. They're moving people around everywhere. We'll try to keep track of it as she's going to get number 24, Bella Stevens, into the lineup for the first time, playing right field. New pitcher. No, it is going to be a different third baseman, as going down to third base is going to be number 20. That is Ansley Cannon, so she's moving from right field to third base for Algood. They don't have any numbers on the front of their jerseys, so just kind of have to guess who goes where unless they turn around to where you can see the back of the jersey. But Cannon is now at third base. And I would think they're having Callie Webb put on the catching equipment over in the first base dugout. We'll tell you coming up on Thursday, we've got Livingston Academy Lady Wildcat softball for you here on Overton Events. We'll be on the air at 5 o'clock in a big District 7 AAA matchup on Thursday. Livingston Academy playing host to DeKalb County right here on Overton Events. Then Friday, supposed to be a great day on Thursday, mid-70s for that one. Then on Friday, we'll have baseball for you. The Livingston Academy Wildcats going to be playing host to Gordonsville on Friday afternoon. That game begins at 5 in a non-district matchup as the new catcher is going to be number 7, Callie Webb, so she will move to catch for Coach Olivia Culver. Tennant staying out there. So the new shortstop. And still haven't seen a number on her. She's over there talking to the second baseman, Rooney. Tennant staying out there in the circle for Algood. New shortstop is number 8. That is Kennedy Maxwell. So Maxwell moves from third base to short. Ansley Cannon now the third baseman. Runners at second and third with Bella Whiteside, the courtesy runner, running for Allie Reams at third base. Chloe Dial at second base. Now they let Webb get her arm warmed up behind the plate. Now Chloe Dial will step back in. The count's still 1-0 to the Overton County center fielder. 1-0 pitch from Tennant. That one bounces in, gets away from the catcher. Whiteside will come in to score, and Livingston at Overton County will go up by a score of 2-0. Bounced in on a hop. Webb couldn't control it, and the run will come in to score from third base. Be a wild pitch on the play. So Dyer will move down to third base. The pitch was a ball. Take the count 2-0. As still nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. They're helping Webb get something taken care of with the equipment there. I think she's ready now to go. And Overton County is going to get a pinch runner in as Darcy Cooper will come in to run for Zoe Dyer. So Cooper, the runner down at third base now for Overton County. Dial stepping back in with the 2-0 count. 2-0 pitch from Tennant. This one a swing and a miss. Fouls it at the plate for strike one. Count goes 2-1 now to Dial. So everybody's played now for Overton County. I think everybody's played for Algood here tonight as Bartlett into right field. Dial stepping back in there with the count 2-1. Overton County a run in here in the fourth, a chance to add to it. If Dial can get a hit here, she'll square to bunt. Bunts it foul for strike 2. And the count evens up at 2-2. Now to Chloe Dial. Callie Webb, the new catcher for Algood. Dial stepping back in. For Overton County, they'd love to add another insurance run with the runner 60 feet away down at third base. 2-2 pitch as Dial squares to bunt, gets away. They'll hold Cooper there at third. Count goes full now to Chloe Dial. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. 8-9-1 due up as we move to the top of the fifth for Algood. 3-2 pitch from Tennant. Change up. Misses for, no, it's called strike 3. Late call, but he gets the strikeout of Dial as Tennant with the strikeout. That is strikeout number 4 in the game for Tennant. And Lillian Heron will bat now for Overton County. Excuse me, it'll be Bella Robertson, the hitter for Overton County, as she'll hit for Heron. Pinch hitter here with Bella Robertson coming in to hit. She'll bat for the first time today. First pitch from Tennant. Robertson squares the bunt. Butts it in the air. That's going to drop. It's going to be trouble, and it's going to be a base runner. That's a base hit for Bella Robertson. She'll quickly move down to second base. Now Cooper going to try to hustle back to third. Now they've got her caught in a rundown. The throw will come into home, and they'll tag her out. But Robertson will move on down to third. They will get Cooper caught in the rundown over there at third for out number 2. It'll be a hit for Heron. As she tried to bunt, popped it up in the air. It dropped in the infield. She'll move all the way down to third. And now Flowers will hit for Overton County, but 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th as Annabelle will step in for the second time. Batting in back-to-back innings, she led off the 3rd inning, her only other at-bat. First pitch to Flowers. This one's going to be fouled right over the Algood bleachers over on the right field side. And it will be a strike to take the count 0-1 to Flowers. Flowers stepping back in for Overton County. She struck out her only other at-bat. Back in the 3rd. So Algood able to come up with a defensive play to get the second out, but still a runner 60 feet away. That one misses for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1. Overton County a run in the 3rd. They've added a run here in the 4th, and they lead Algood 2-0 here in this matchup today. 1-1 pitch from Tennant. Good job by Flowers laying off that one as it misses high and away to take the count 2-1. 2-1 to Annabella Flowers as she'll step back in for Overton County. 2-1 delivery. That one misses away for ball 3. Now they've got Robertson caught in a run down, but they'll throw it into left field. Robertson will try to score now as she'll come in safely to score that one. Making them make a play was Bella Robertson, and the throw from the catcher went into left field, so the run will come in to score. The pitch was a ball, as it will be 2 runs in the inning. Overton County taking a 3-0 lead now. The count 3-1 to Annabelle Flowers. 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th, so a little insurance there on some aggressive base running by Robertson. 3-1 pitch from Tennant. That one misses high for ball 4. So Tennant can't get out of the inning right now, as that's a walk to Flowers. 2nd walk of the inning. 3rd walk of the game given up by Chloe Tennant. And now Harley Walker will bat for Overton County. Walker steps in. She grounded out to first base in the 3rd inning. That one on the inside half of the plate for call strike 1. So 0-1 to Harley Walker. And she'll step back in for the Lady Wildcats. Tennant, 0-1 delivery. That one catches the outside part of the plate for call strike 2. It's getting later, getting colder. The strike zone may get a little bit bigger now as the 0-2 count to Harley Walker. And she'll step back in for the Lady Wildcats. Tennant, the 0-2 pitch. That one misses. Goes off the glove of Webb, and that will let Flowers move down to second base. Pitch was a ball, so Flowers in the scoring position now for Harley Walker. And she'll step back in for the Lady Wildcats. Walker, the second baseman for Overton County. 1-2 pitch from Tennant. Did she foul it? She fouled it into the glove for the strikeout. So that is 3 away on the strikeout of Harley Walker. We're through 4 complete. Algood down to their final 3 outs as we move to the top of the 5th. You up the number 8 hitter, Haley McCord, to be followed by the number 9 spot, Kennedy Maxwell. Then back to the top of the order with Callie Webb due up for Algood. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. W&O Construction, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Hall Funeral Home, Bullseye Security, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Milton Rains and Family, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, Full Mower Service, Dobbin Savage, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, Cooper Recycling, Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, and Frontier Chevrolet, our sponsors here on Overton Events. Allie Reams back in the circle for Overton County. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 strikeouts on the day for Reams. As we move to the top of the fifth, due up, as we said, for Algood, it will be Haley McCord, Kennedy Maxwell, and Callie Webb trying to keep this game going. Overton County taking a 3-0 lead with 2 runs in the bottom of the fourth to add to their 1-run total through 3. They put up 1 in the third inning, added 2 runs in the fourth, and they lead it 3-0 as McCord will step in to hit for the second time. She reached on a walk, her only other at-bat. First pitch to McCord, swing and a miss for strike 1. 0-1 to Haley McCord here in the top of the fifth. Reams, the 0-1 delivery. That one just misses high for ball 1. Well, that one looked right at the numbers there, but the umpire says no, and the count evens up at 1-1. McCord stepping back in. 1-1 pitch from Reams, swing and a miss for strike 2. So 1-2. Now to the designated player. She bats for Mallory Maynard. Reams gained the pitch sign. The 1-2 pitch from Allie. That one just misses for ball 2. Reese Collins shakes her head a little bit, holding that one down there, and I'm kind of feeling the same way. Count evens up at 2-2. Now to Cannon. That takes it, rather to McCord. That takes it full on that pitch outside for ball 3. So 3-2 now to Haley McCord. Call strike 3. Caught her looking there for the Frontier Chevrolet strikeout. Strikeout number 12 on the day for Allie Reams as she gets the leadoff strikeout there. Caught her looking for that one, and now Kennedy Maxwell will hit. First pitch to Maxwell misses high and away for ball 1. So 1-0 to Maxwell with 1 away. He said, as far as I know, her season high of strikeouts is 13. Has a chance to do that here with a couple of more batters left to face. That one misses high for ball 2. So 2-0 to Maxwell. Then back to the top of the order for Algood. On the inside part of the plate at the knees for called strike 1 on that fastball. 2-1 now to Maxwell as she'll step back in. 2-1 pitch right down the middle for called strike 2. Reams just challenging her that time with the fastball at the belt right down the middle of the plate to even the count at 2-2. 2-2 pitch from Reams, swing and a miss for strike 3. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number 13 on the day for Allie Reams, and 1 out away from the win to go to 4-1 here today against Algood. Webb stepping in to hit for the Lady Redskins. Webb 0 for 2 on the day, a couple of strikeouts for Algood. First pitch to Webb, squares to bunt, bunts it foul down the third base side for strike 1. So 0-1 to Callie Webb. Webb stepping back in for Algood. 0-1 pitch from Reams. Caught her looking at strike 2 at the knees to take the count 0-2. Reams trying to get the complete game shutout here against Algood. Would this be the first shutout of the season for Overton County? That one going to be just low for ball 1 to take the count 1-2. I think it's 3-1 against Avery Trace. The first meeting. So going for their first shutout of the season. The 1-2 pitch coming up from Webb. Allie making sure of the pitch count. Oh, just misses away for ball 2. Evens the count at 2-2 now to Callie Webb. 2-2 to Webb. 2 away here in the top of the 5th. Overton County 1 out away from getting the win here against Algood. 1 strike away. And that one misses low for ball 3. Takes the count full to 3-2 now to Callie Webb, trying to keep this inning going here, trailing 3-0. Webb has worked Reams to a full count. Allie stepping back in for Overton County. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. For strikeout number 14, Frontier Chevrolet, strikeout number 14, and the no-hitter by Allie Reams. I'm one of those superstitious people that won't talk about it, but a no-hitter today for the 7th grade pitcher. She gave up 4 walks, no hits, no runs on the day, and Overton County wins it by a final score of 3-0 over Algood. With the loss, Algood will drop to 1-2 on the season. With the win, Overton County will move to 4-1 on the season as they get the win 3-0 over Algood here today. A very good Algood softball team as Overton County gets the win to get the 14 strikeouts by Allie Reams. I think it was 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 14 strikeouts. The no-hitter by Reams today to get the win 3-0 over Algood. Thank you to our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. For Tyler Maxwell, this is Craig Cantrell saying good night from Livingston Academy.